What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Tubeway Army. And we're going back to Replicas, 1979. See if Luca allows me to do this. Are we good? Are we good? I hope we're good. But yeah, the next tune, is it When Machines Rock? I'll find out in a moment when she decides to sit down. But assuming that I read the title correctly, here she goes. I think she's going to sit. Yeah, I don't know, rock. It makes me think that there have been songs on this album and the previous one where robots and or androids are referred to in terms of their sexual capacity. So it makes me wonder if there's a play on words here. Ultimately, rock is also, of course, a musical style, and while I understand that as this and the previous album were being received, it was, you know, it has become recognized as a pivotal moment in the way that electronic-based music found its way into the mainstream. Now, people have pointed out that perhaps more than most artists, Numan has been treated poorly by the press, and the way that the music critics just tried to pillory everything he put out, had an effect on him, and he didn't want to tour, and people told me some of this story. But like I said, in terms of the title, my thought would go to maybe the, let's say, less savory or more viscerally and carnally oriented possibilities of an electromechanical future with robots and or androids. I will now turn to make sure I'm remembering this title correctly. When the Machines Rock, so with a definite article in there. And I suppose the Machines, it does have a more uniform and perhaps ominous sound to it. I don't know if that's just because of the Terminator franchise, but it's definitely that on some level. But either way, I'm wondering what the verb rock, which again can take multiple forms, I'm wondering what will be at play here. I'll try to catch what I can. I look forward to people's comments. Let's hear it. This is Tubeway Army, Gary Numan's Tubeway Army, from the album Replicas 1979, and it's When the Machines Rock. Love this section. That part in particular. That tonal shift right there, it's great. A very intriguing layer, that crunchy, the bleepy, computery lead melody. I like that rhythmic transition there. Something about that last part of this section that that part gives me a bit of the like chiptune 80s like electronic video game sounds, which is, to be clear, not a critique at all. Very much into chiptune myself. Just the bass line is kind of walking the track. The composition. Smart, intuitive, and a bit cheeky as well. Yeah, that's cool. Ultimately, like, I don't think there's formal lyrics. I wonder whether that that one aspect might be like a chopped vocal or something. I wasn't sure what I was hearing, but yeah, the synth work, it just has that early experimental sound, but also, you know, it's catchy. I particularly enjoy the section where that lead melody takes over a little bit more and does that sort of melodic ripple at the end of the the end of the measure. So yeah, a cool tune. Curious to hear what people have to say about this one. And yeah, I think there's like 1 or 2 more tracks remaining in that album. I apologize, Luca. Let's see if you're okay with... No, she wants to leave now. See, that's what happens sometimes. But yeah, let me check. You're just gonna go sit over there? You could have had the chair. I was gonna give you the chair. Okay, do we have... yeah, so I Nearly Married a Human is the one tune remaining. In Discogs, the master page here has time links, and this one was a pretty short one, but that one is over 6.5 minutes, so a bigger tune to end the album. I look forward to that. I mean, again, it's a title that immediately speaks to the themes that have been in play and which people have been explaining. Yeah, ultimately, I imagine it will be an appropriate end to an overall sort of concept album. So yeah, ultimately shout out to the folks that have been commenting on this deep dive. Shout out for the patience. You know, as I restart all the different deep dives, it just takes time. But I do appreciate the patience as I took that holiday break, and then again I was sick for like a week, where, you know, that sort of pushed it back a little bit longer. But trying to kick off all the deep dives again, including Tubeway Army / Gary Numan, and again we will get back to the Pleasure Principle at some point. I don't know if there's any bonus tunes in the moment as I sit here, but there's at least 1 more track on the album. So in any case, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace. And you too, look up. Let me know what you think.